Here's your treasurehunt.ga Atlanta Braves starting lineup.
And welcome in. It is a beautiful Sunday in Metro Atlanta, and let's give you the lineups for today. And these lineups, as always, brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. So, leading off and playing second base, Ozzie Albies. Josh Donaldson batting second. At third base, Freddie Freeman batting third, and he's playing first. Acuna in the cleanup role today. And batting fifth, Johan Camargo. He's playing right field this afternoon. Dansby moving up to the sixth spot at shortstop tonight. Ender Enciarte batting seventh in center field and making his major league debut today. Just called up from Gwinnett, catcher Alex Jackson. We saw last night what happened to Brian McCann as he slid into third base and pulled his hammy. So he's on the 10-day disabled list, and Alex Jackson making his major league debut, batting eighth at catcher. And Sean Newcombe is pitching and batting ninth. So that's your lineups. We're going to have baseball for you right after this, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. A-Bomb Coast to Coast hanging with you on this beautiful spring Sunday afternoon from Metro Atlanta. We'll be right back.
Metro Atlanta. It's A-Bomb, Coast to Coast.
All right, we're getting ready to do this. Game time was supposed to be 1:20. However, it's going to be a couple minutes later. The Braves have just now gone out on the field, and Sean Newcombe is taking his warm-up tosses. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. The weather couldn't be better here in the South. Hope it's great where you are. Sean Newcombe had a no decision in his start against the Cubs last week. Good to see MLB Games already checking in. Glad to have you aboard. And so here's the Miami lineup. Rojas, Prado, and Anderson. Castro, Brinson, and O'Brien. And Wallach, Herrera. And the pitcher today is Mr. Smith. And the catcher is throwing the ball down to second base, and we're about ready for baseball on Sunday afternoon from Metro Atlanta. Marietta, to be specific, is where the Braves play. And let's tell you a little bit about the Marlins pitcher. It is Mr. Smith's name is Caleb Smith, 27 years old, from Huntsville, Texas. I think that's where they execute all the prisoners in Texas, and it's a busy, it's a busy place. They're doing one every week. All right, so here we go, and it's Rojas leading things off for Miami, and he has a 1-1 count. Miguel Rojas has a 2-1 count on him. And so Newcombe kicks and fires, and this one is a fly ball. Should be handled for out number 1, and it is. Enciarte puts it away. And that brings up Martin Prado, our old buddy from the Braves. He's been around. This is his 13th year in the big leagues at 35 years old. He's got a stout .529 batting average to start the year. Here comes the 1-1 to Martin Prado. And we're glad to have everybody on board today. We understand a lot of people, maybe you're driving around, they can't find the game. Maybe they're in an area of the state or the country where they don't get any radio, Braves radio or Miami radio. So stick around here and we will do our best to bring it to you in our very own style. It's now a 3-2 count on Martin Prado. Here's the payoff pitch. It's fouled off. All right, so let's do this payoff pitch once again to Prado. This time it is grounded to second. Ozzie Albies throws on to first. There's out number 2. And we'll talk a little bit about the new catcher making his Major League debut today. Alex Jackson was called up from Gwinnett late last night. And he is seeing his first Major League action. And apparently Jackson's parents are at the game, and they made it in all the way from California on very short notice. And so Anderson steps in. 176 on the season. And this one is grounded to short. And so that is an easy 1-2-3 top of the first for the Braves and Sean Newcombe. We are going to the bottom of the first No score in Atlanta. A-Bomb will be right back with you. Ozzie Albies in there. He has a 1-0 count, and here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed, strike two. Bad hair day. I got to put this cap back on. Okay, so Smith kicks and fires, and that's a little bit outside. It's 2-1 to Ozzie. It is Bark in the Park Day at the ball yard. Everybody's got their dogs. And then this one is hit into the gap, but it's cut off, and Ozzie is going to be held to a single leading off the first. Leadoff single for Ozzie. Josh Donaldson, third baseman with a 148 average. So he fouls the first pitch away, and we've been making fun of his mullet, and we're going to continue to make fun of it until he actually starts producing. But a guy that's not really producing much and has a very serious Billy Ray Cyrus 90 style mullet, we're going to continue to make fun of that until he starts hitting a little bit. Will this be his breakout day? And so here's the 1-1. Off speed, swung on and missed. That was right down the middle, but he pulled the string on it, and Donaldson was looking fastball for sure. So here comes the 1-2 to Donaldson. Instead to first base, runner back. All right, so a 1-2 pitch on its way to Donaldson. He fouls it off. It's a beautiful day to be outside. Too bad I'm sitting inside. But you know what? This is where I want to be. I really don't really want to be outside today, even though it's nice. It's a beautiful day. I do have a sick cat that I'm nursing, so I got to kind of be around for that. And it's now 2-2 on Donaldson. Caleb Smith, the Marlins pitcher, getting set for the 2-2 pitch to Donaldson, and it is called strike 3. A little bit of a delayed call by the ump. That's the first out, and you know Donaldson didn't like that call. It was borderline. It looked like a good pitch. It looked like a strike, but the ump had to take a second to think about it. No player is ever okay with that. And so Freddie Freeman with his .407 average is up with 1 out and runner on first. He's 3 for 7 in this series. And here comes the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. This is the rubber game of the 3-game series. Braves won Friday night. Marlins won in a crazy one last night. And the shift is on big time against Freeman. There's nobody to the on the third base side of second. And he goes the other way with it. This one's deep. It is out of here. Opposite field blast for Freddie Freeman. It's 2-0 Braves. I thought that was going to be a flyout. It kept carrying to the opposite field. And nice way to get his first inning going with a 2-run blast. That's his first of the year. Ball's right down the middle. Could have gone either way with it. He goes opposite way to left field. And it's about 4 seats deep in left center. So Cunha fouls the first pitch off. Acuna only batting .143. He does, however, have 2 home runs and 4 driven in, and it's now 0-2. .02 pitch is inside. Pitch is inside. It's 2-2. So Acuna digs in, and the 2-2 pitch is way outside. It's full count. And the payoff pitch to Acuna. Looks like he swung at ball 4. This one's hit to short and gets him by about a step. Acuna grounds out, and that's out number 2. That's going to bring up Camargo. .091 with 3 RBIs. He takes strike 1. A 1 pitch is swung and a missed. And he strikes out swinging, and that ends the Braves' first. But it's a good one. Freddie Freeman hits a 2-run bomb, and the Braves take a 2-0 lead on the Marlins. We'll be right back after this, Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. All right, Braves, let's get at it. We're going to the top of the second inning. Yeah, we're a big Braves house here, but we welcome members of and fans of all teams. We don't talk too much trash. Maybe a little bit here and there, but we are friendly to all teams. We're a big baseball house. And it is now Starlin Castro up there to lead off the Cubs second, and he has a 2-1 count. He's batting .278. Here's Nuke dealing, and this one's in for extra bases. It's going to end up being a stand-up double, and he actually slid in there at the last second. And Starlin Castro leads off the Cubs' second inning with a double. And I think I said the Cubs. It is the Miami Marlins in town. Lewis Brinson. He's the 5th batter, and he plays center field for the Marlins. And he takes strike 1. What's going on? Hit us up in the chat. Let us know how your weekend is going. Here comes the 0-1 to Brinson. Swung on and missed. Good to see the Bone Crusher. Probably just in from the beach. Or getting ready to go to the beach. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is grounded to short, and Dansby cannot handle it. And all hands are safe. No advance from the runner at second. He had to hold, so runners on first and second. I suspect that will be called a base hit. Even if Dansby had been able to come up with the backhand. I don't know, man. Maybe he should have gotten that now that I see the replay. No matter what it's called, the Marlins have something cooking with runners on first and second and nobody out. And so the 6th place batter, O'Brien, is in. He's batting 118, and he has runners on first and second with nobody out. The pitch is popped up. Freddie Freeman into foul territory, squeezes it, and first pitch swinging and popped up in foul territory for the out. Here's Chad Wallace, the catcher, batting .429 for Miami. He takes a strike to start his at bat. And he happens to be the son of former big leaguer Tim Wallach. I remember him from the Expos. And Tim Wallach is apparently, he's a coach. Actually, they're showing he is a coach for the Marlins. Is he the manager? Let me look into that. Not sure. Okay, no, he is not the manager for the Marlins, but he is one of their coaches. And so coaching his own kid, who's up there with a 1-2 count. Drinking tequila and looking for seashells. Don't get much better than that on a Sunday. And it's now a 2-2 count on Chad Wallace, the Marlins catcher. It's now a full count. So it's a full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. 1 out with runners on first and second. And the pitcher steps off the rubber, will reset and do it again. Here comes that payoff pitch. It's outside. Bases are jammed. 1 out. And that's going to bring up Herrera, the left fielder. 217 this season, no home runs and 2 runs batted in. And he's up there with the bases loaded, and he takes ball 1. Nowhere to put him. This one is hit into shallow left. Acuna has it. No chance for the runner to tag. So there are now 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. And the pitcher is up to bat. Funny seeing Freddie Gonzales. He is the Marlins third base coach, former Braves manager, and former Marlins manager. And now he's been relegated to third base coach. And as Bone Crusher pointed out last night, he is a dead ringer for Garth Brooks. And the pitcher is going to get an infield hit, and the Marlins take a 1-run lead. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I forgot that we scored. It is now Atlanta 2, Marlins 1 after that infield hit by the pitcher. And he hit it hard, and he hit it right up the middle, and Newcombe got a glove on it, and that was probably unfortunate because as soon as he got a glove on it, it slowed the ball down. Nobody could get it in time to throw anybody out. So run scores, give an RBI to the pitcher, and the bases are still jammed with 2 out. And that brings up leadoff guy, Miguel Rojas. Man, you thought we were going to get out of it with a pitcher coming up there, but the pitcher delivered. And it's a 2-0 count now to Rojas. Here comes that pitch. Fouled. It's 2-1. So big pitch here. It's 2-1, and it's low. It's 3-1 with the bases loaded. Man, you thought we were going to get out of it. The pitcher was up there. He delivered. And now it's the 3-1 count to Rojas, and it's ball 4, and a run has just been walked in. It's tied at 2. That's an RBI for Rojas. And so here we are again. Bases loaded, still 2 out. All right, so here we go. It is now Martin Prado up to bat. He grounded out last inning, and he's still at 500 for the season, and the first pitch to him is a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Outside. And here comes the 1-1 pitch to Prado. Way low. It's 2-1. The bases are loaded. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled out of play. 2-2. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. This one is grounded to second. Ozzie throws to first. That ends the inning, but not before the Marlins tie it up. In the middle of the second inning, it is 2-2 from Atlanta. A-Bomb will be right back. All right, we are back. It's the bottom of the second. It's Enciarte leading things off. I'm sorry, that's Dansby. Dansby leading things off with his .318 average, batting in the 7th spot tonight. Takes a strike. And Dansby takes ball one. It's 1-1 on the Braves shortstop. Marino no Bulto, welcome in. And so 1-2 count as Dansby fouls it. All right, so a 1-2 pitch coming to Dansby, and it is fouled away. Caleb Smith gets set to deal the 1-2 pitch. That is called strike three, curveball. Dansby argues, but the laser cam said it was a strike. And that's out number one. And here's Ender Inciarte. Now he's batting. And now the Fox Sports South feed has frozen. And I'm looking at a still shot from about 30 seconds ago now. Well, that's some bullshit. Still frozen. All right, so my apologies for some technical difficulties apparently on the part of Fox. So I'm going to step aside and restart my TV. I don't think that's what the problem is, but anywho, give me a few seconds, and I'll be back in a flash. As I suspected, it was not my problem. I shut the box off and turned it back on, and it was still all jacked up. And then I checked the other channels, and they were fine. And it looks like they've got it worked out now. So somebody's on first. I assume that's Ender Inciarte. And that one is thrown away. Pitcher was throwing over to first, and Inciarte all the way around to third base on the error. So Inciarte was on first. Pitcher tried to pick him off. It was a horrible throw, and he ends up on third base. I mean, he threw that one. By the time that ball ended up, it was in right field. And so here we are, runner on third with one out. And it's the first timer. Is this his first ever at bat? Yes, it is. Alex Jackson called up from Gwinnett. He's the catcher that is now on board because of the injury to Brian McCann last night. And so this is his first major league plate appearance, and it's 1-1. And it's now 1-2. This guy is so new in the big leagues that ESPN doesn't even have, like, when you click his link on ESPN, it doesn't come up with anything. All right, here's the 1-2 pitch to Alex Jackson. Swung on and missed. Okay, then. So it is now Newcombe in his first at bat today with 2 outs and a runner on third. He takes strike 1. Oh, 1 is fouled away. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch to Newcombe, and it's strike 3 swinging. So we are now through 2 innings. It is tied from Atlanta 2-2, and we'll be right back. This is A-Bomb. All right, we're ready to get the 3rd inning underway. And here's the first pitch from Newcombe to Anderson. and it's fouled away. Castro and Brinson also due up in this inning for Miami. It's 76 at the ballpark right now. Nothing but sunshine. And here where I am, about 40 minutes away from all the action, it is 77. Got the door open to the deck, enjoying the breeze coming through. There's a ground out to second, and what a tag by Freddie Freeman. The throw was way off, so Freddie had to jump up and then come down with the glove and tag the runner out. He does that a lot. He makes a lot of bad throws. He turns a lot of bad throws into outs and keeps a lot of other infielders and prevents them from getting errors. Oh, I bet it's a beautiful day out on the Emerald Coast with that green-blue Gulf water, the white sand, the beautiful babes in bikinis and hunks in nothing but trunks. And it's 0-2 now to Starlin Castro. And here comes that 1-2 pitch. It is a fly ball to right, and it's a blooper that falls in for a base hit right in front of Camargo. It fell in the Bermuda Triangle. And so with one out, Starlin Castro is on first with a single. That brings up Brinson. 1 for 1. He's the Marlins center fielder. He's batting .265 on the year. And here's the 1-1. And that's right through there. It's 1-2. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That one's a little bit inside. Are there any clothing optional beaches anywhere in the general Panhandle vicinity? I was reading somewhere that I think it's somewhere in Clearwater, Florida, maybe, or I can't remember where I was reading, or maybe it was somewhere closer to Miami where they do have plenty of clothing optional options available for adults who choose to go that route. And we've got 2 outs now in the inning. And that's a result of Brinson grounding into a fielder's choice, so he's on first. Donaldson spears it, throws the runner out at second base, gets the force there, and that's the end of the Marlins third. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 2-2 in Atlanta. Be right back. Ozzie Albies leading things off in the bottom of the third. First pitch to him is popped into actually deep right. It wasn't popped. It was driven into deep right and caught on the warning track. There's out one. Here's your treasurehunt.ga scoreboard update from around the league. It's Minnesota 1. Minnesota 1, the Phillies nothing in the third inning. It's New York 4, Baltimore nothing. Third inning in Detroit, where the Tigers are up 2-1 on KC. Top of the third in Cleveland, where the Indians are up 2-0 on Toronto. Washington all over the Mets in the bottom of the second inning. It's Washington 5, Mets 1. And in the bottom of the first in Pittsburgh, it's the Pirates 1, Reds nothing. All the action coming up later on. And that's brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And so Donaldson 0 for 1 on the day. He's up there with a 1-0 count. It's now a 2-0 count. It's now a 3-0 count. So the 3-0 pitch, and it's ball 4. Donaldson takes a base. There's one out. And that brings up Freddie Freeman. Hit the 2-run bomb last time up, and he hit it the opposite way. Freddie takes the ball. So Caleb Smith has been efficient with his 46 pitches as he deals to Freddie. The 1-0 pitch is outside. And he pulls it right into the shift on a line to the first baseman, right at the bag. So it's a double play as Mullet Man did not have time to get back to the bag. So that ends the third inning, and we now go to the fourth. It's a tie game in Atlanta, 2-2. We'll be right back. Award-winning Coast to Coast with A-Bomb. subscribe here for Braves all season. I could not have said it any better myself. And the same goes for John the Bone Crusher Wilson. We're kind of alternating these games. And tomorrow night, let's go ahead and look up the schedule upcoming. So this is the last game of the homestand as Wallach drives it deep to right field. However, Camargo is there to grab it right up against the fence, and that is out number 1 in the Florida half of the fourth. He gave it a ride. Today's the last day of the homestand, and then the Braves go on a road trip, and it's a short one. It's only a 3-game trip, but it's to Colorado. And 8:40 Eastern is your first pitch tomorrow night. And I'm quite sure the Bone Crusher will be around for that. He likes those later games. In fact, it's a little bit earlier in the Central Zone. That one starts kind of at a normal time. And as the Crusher mentioned yesterday, it gives him time to have dinner with the wife, take care of the honey-do list, and then settle in for an evening, an intimate evening of baseball with the Bone Crusher. So look for that tomorrow night. In the meantime, we now have 2 outs in this game. And it is none other than, for the Marlins, their pitcher, Caleb Smith, up to bat. He's 1 for 1 and had an RBI last time up with that infield hit. Here comes pitch number 61 for Newcombe, and it's a foul. And so the 0-2 pitch to the Marlins pitcher. It is, well, it should have been called strike 3, but it was deemed to be inside, and it's a 1-2 count. One-two pitch is hit to right field. Camargo just shy of the track, and that's out number 3. So it's 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. A-Bomb with you on this beautiful Sunday from around the Southeast. And Coast to Coast will be right back after this. All right, let's do this. Braves batting, and it is the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr., stepping up to the box. And he's going to lead off the bottom of the fourth. Braves are 4-4 on the season. And Acuna finally stepping in there. He's 0-1 with a 138 batting average. And he takes ball one. One-0 pitch popped up on the infield. Third baseman has it. There's out number one. So the Braves head out on a very short road trip. 3 games in Colorado, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then the Braves are back home against the Mets on Thursday. And here is Camargo up there. He takes ball one. One-0 pitch to Camargo. Swung on and missed. Could not catch up with the fastball. Hey, buddy. And this one has popped up from Camargo. Easy one for the center fielder. There's out number 2. And so that brings up Dansby. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 304 on the season, 2 home runs, already 7 RBIs. And Smith wheels and deals, and that one is a little bit outside. There is strike one. It's 1-1 on Dansby. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, boy. And we've got a home run, folks. I was busy trying to call my cat. While I was doing that, Dansby went yard. That is number 3 on the season. Dansby makes it a 3-2 game after that solo blast. And he went outside. Not only did he not go with that pitch, somehow he took that outside pitch and pulled it into left field. Got to have some good bat speed to pull that off, and he did just that about 10 rows deep into the seats. That is some 2-out lightning. And so next batter up, Enciarte lines out to shortstop. So end of the fourth, Braves pick up 1 on the Dansby solo shot. A-bomb coast to coast. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Top of the 5th inning, rolling around on a Bark in the Park Sunday from SunTrust Park in Metro Atlanta. We talked before about how we hate that name, SunTrust Park. And Ninja in the house. Glad to see you, brother. Right, you were with us last night on the Bone Crushers cast. So welcome in. It's the top of the 5th. It is Rojas. He's the Miami leadoff man. And he's leading off the 5th inning, and he swings and misses for strike 1. All right, so here we go. 0-1 pitch to Rojas. He pops this one up on the infield. It's in foul territory on the warning track, and Freddie Freeman grabs it right by the dugout. And now it is Martin Prado, our old friend. He's been in the league 13 years. Spent a lot of the early part of his career in Atlanta, now with the Marlins. And that's strike 1. It's 1-1 on Martin Prado. And we remember when he was with us, he could play any position. And he did play every and any position, and now he has a 1-2 count. So here we are, the 1-2 pitch. It's low. It's 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. It is 3-2 now after that low pitch. And the payoff pitch to Martin Prado. He swung at ball 4, chopped it to the pitcher, and Newcombe hops on it and throws the runner out. There are 2 outs. And Anderson in the 3 spot for Florida. He takes strike 1. The 0-1 is fouled, and quickly in a hole is Anderson. It would be nice to see a 1-2-3 inning here for Newcombe after getting the lead. We call that a shutdown inning, and they are valuable. So the 0-2 pitch to Anderson is outside. And the 1-2 pitch swung on a miss, strike 3, and we did indeed get that 1, 2, 3. So as we go to the bottom of the fifth, it is Atlanta 3, Miami 2. A-Bomb and our award-winning show Coast to Coast will be back. And Jackson, the catcher, steps in, and he swings at the first pitch and pops it up on the infield. First baseman has it, and that is out number 1. 0 for 2 now is Jackson, making his MLB debut after being called up from Gwinnett because Brian McCann is now on the 10-day DL because of that hamstring issue when he slid into third base last night. Yeah, we're glad to have Ninja Pro Laser on board. And now we have Newcombe, Braves pitcher, is up there now in the bottom of the fifth with 1 out. He struck out last time up. And he has a 1-0 pitch, and he now has a 1-1 count after that. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Newcombe. Fouled. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Newcombe, a little bit inside. He's up there with 1 out. Ozzy Albies due up next. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. It is called strike 3. Newcombe is down on strikes again, and that's a 6th strikeout for Caleb Smith. And with 2 outs, it's Ozzy. So Ozzy Albies, 1 for 2 today. He had a single and scored a run, batting .394. Takes strike 1 right down the middle. Oh, 1 pitch to Ozzy. Called strike 2. So with 2 outs, here's the 0-2 pitch to Ozzie. It is grounded to short. Throw to first. Got him. And we are now through 5 innings with the score. Atlanta 3, Miami 2. A-Bomb with you. Hope you're enjoying the ride. We're going to be right back after this break on Coast to Coast. Stay with us. Welcome to the top of the 6th. And Newcombe's still out there. And he just threw pitch number 85 to Starlin Castro, and that was a strike. 2 for 2 today is Castro. And now he has a 1-1 count. All right, here's the 1-1. Fouled. 1-2. And here's the 1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Castro. Grab some bench. Here's your scoreboard update brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Bottom of the 6th in Philadelphia, it's the Twins 1, Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th in Baltimore, Yankees 5, Orioles nothing. In Detroit, the Tigers are up 3-1 on the Royals. That one's in the 6th inning. Also in the 6th, it's the Indians and Blue Jays, where Cleveland is up 3-0. In that one. Nationals 5, Mets 1. That one's in the 5th inning. And we also have in Pittsburgh, the Reds up 3-2 there. Cubs and Brewers, top of the 3rd. Brewers are up 2-0 in that one. In Milwaukee, just underway in Houston, and we've already got a lot of runs. In the 1st inning, it is Astros 5, A's 2. In Chicago, the White Sox are hosting the Mariners. Seattle is up 1-0 there. And with 2 outs, O'Brien flies to center field, and that's the end of the top of the 6th. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Braves are up 3-2, and that scoreboard update on our way out was brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Josh Donaldson up to bat, and he has, well, he just had a double. How about that? Just as soon as we come back, he nails a 2-bagger. Way to go, Mullet Man. And let's see how that one went down off the replay. So he lined it down the left field line. It was fair by about a foot, and then it bounced up into the stands. So we have a ground rule double. That's how we start the Braves half of the 6th. Welcome back. It's A-Bomb. Bone Crusher in the house. Haven't seen our other mod today. He's probably sleeping in. Pickoff play to second base. And here comes the first pitch to him. Swung on a miss. Freddie Freeman had a 2-run bomb in the first inning. Get the cap back on. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, we're having a bad hair day, so got to keep that lid on. And it's now 0-2 to Freddie. So the 0-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted to shortstop. That was an infield pop. He got jammed, and that one probably didn't get more than about 20 feet off the ground. And the shortstop caught it in the air, and so no advance by the runner. Donaldson still at second base, now with 1 out, and here's Acuna. Acuna 0 for 2 is averaged down to 133. He fouls the first pitch away. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's low. All right, here we go. Runner at second, 1 out. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Acuna. It's inside. It's 2-1. So both the starters are still in the game. That's a rarity in today's baseball climate. If you're in the bottom of the 6th and both of the starters are still in there, but that's what we've got tonight. They've both done a great job. Atlanta just 1 run better than Miami so far. And here's the 2-1 pitch to Acuna. It caught the corner. It's 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch to Acuna. High. Cup of coffee and Double-A. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And so here's the 3-2 pitch to Ronald Acuna Jr. with the runner on second. It's popped into the outfield. Will it stay in play? It will. Unfortunately, that's out number 2. Donaldson tags at second, and he's now on third base with 2 out. So Camargo comes up with 2 outs. Dansby Swanson on deck. Johan 0 for 2 today with his .077 batting average, and he steps in with a runner on third and 2 out. First pitch is fouled away. The 0-1 pitch to Camargo. This one's fouled away. Will it stay in play for the catcher? It does not. Falls a couple rows back. It's 0-2. Hawks and Milwaukee Bucks get underway at 7 o'clock tonight from Milwaukee. And the 0-2 pitch to Camargo's in the dirt. It's 1-2. And we really want the Hawks to lose that game tonight. No reason to win. We've been eliminated. Klinger. Yes, I've seen Klinger throw out a pitch. The pride of Toledo. And here's the 1-2 to Camargo. This one's fouled away again, and we'll try that 1-2 pitch once more. Klinger is one of the few MASH cast members still alive. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Camargo. This one's fouled away. Hawkeye's alive. Hot Lips is alive. Radar's alive. And Klinger's alive. And that might be it. And so 1-2 pitch to Camargo. Runner on third with 2 outs. He swings at a ball, but fortunately it is a foul. So it's still 1-2. A 1-2 pitch to Camargo. Another foul. This has been a hell of a battle. I don't know how many pitches have been thrown in this at bat, but it's approaching 10. And actually it's been 7. All right, so 7 pitches in this bat so far. They just flashed that up on the screen. And so with a 1-2 count, Camargo steps in the box. Here comes pitch number 8 in this at bat. And on pitch number 8, he swings and misses and strikes out. So we are through 6 innings. It's still the Braves 3, Marlins 2. Be right back. Newcombe is still on the hill for the Braves. Encouraging. Our mediocre bullpen definitely needs a rest. And so Chad Wallach up to bat. And that's the 0-2 pitch. Ball is in the dirt. This time it's 1-2 as we are now into the 7th inning in Atlanta. And I never really know am I supposed to call it Atlanta? I'm supposed to call it Cobb County. It's really weird. We're still the Atlanta Braves, but we're not in Atlanta proper anymore. It's kind of a awkward deal. But I'm going to make a command decision and here out call them Atlanta. And still 2-2 to Wallach, the catcher for Miami. So a 2-2 pitch due to Wallach. Here it is. It is fouled away. It's still 2-2. And some kid made a great catch. They're going on about it. All right, great catch, dude. Yeah, kid brought his glove. He looks to be about 12. Oh, yeah, he made a big stretch. He robbed it from some other kid. And that time the ball is in fair territory, and it's caught for an out. Flied out to right field. And so Herrera, the 8th place hitter for Miami, up there, he's had an 0 for 2 afternoon, and he has an 0-1 count. And here's the 0-1 to Herrera. A little bit outside. That was pitch number 90 for Sean Newcombe. We're in the top of the 7th inning. And here's a 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. So we're 5 minutes after the hour. It's 3:05 on the East Coast. 12:05 just after noon on the West Coast. We're glad you could be with us. The award-winning program happens to be called Coast to Coast, and I'm your host, A-Bomb. And it's a 3-2 count, and that payoff pitch is grounded to shortstop. Throw on to first. Dansby gets him out. Out number 2, nobody on, and 2 out now in the top of the 7th. Now batting for Miami, it is Neil Walker, pinch hitting. He's batting 190 with 1 home run and 1 RBI. And he is batting in the pitcher's spot. And the first pitch to him is a ball. It's 1-0. So that's the end of the day for Caleb Smith. And it's a 1-1 count now to the pinch hitter. And the pitch is in there. It's 1-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch to Walker. This one is hit in the air to the outfield, and it is going to be Enciarte coming away with it for out number 3. So Miami is retired. It is now time to stretch in Atlanta. Braves 3, Marlins 2, A-Bomb, and Coast to Coast. Going to be right back after these important messages. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch, and we'll be back. We're back in SunTrust, where the Braves are up 3-2, and we are in the bottom of the 7th. Hope you had a good stretch. And Dansby Swanson is in there, 1 for 2 on the day. One of those hits, a home run, solo blast. In fact, that was the go-ahead run for the Braves. And he's now up there against a new pitcher for Florida, Kenley, on the hill. And that was Dansby's 3rd blast of the year already. And we are our stations up and down the line. An ID break, so we'll get to that in just a few. And Dansby Swanson grounds one over to his counterpart at shortstop and is thrown out. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Dansby Swanson grounds to short. Let's get you caught up on the baseball scores from around the league this afternoon. And it's brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And here are those scores. As promised, we are in the bottom of the 7th in Philadelphia. The Phillies are up 2-1 on the Twins. Yankees 9, Orioles nothing. That's in the 7th inning. In the 8th inning, the Tigers are up on the Royals. Tigers 3, Royals 1. And we now have 2 outs in the inning. In the bottom of the 7th. And in Cleveland, also in the 7th inning, it is the Indians 3, the Blue Jays nothing. Top of the 6th, Nationals up 7-1 on the Mets. Also in the 7th inning, it's the Pirates 4, the Reds 3. In the 4th, the Brewers 3, the Cubs nothing. Just underway in Houston, it's Astros 5, A's 4, Mariners 2, Red Sox 1. I'm sorry, that's Mariners 2, White Sox 1. That one from Chicago in the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th in St. Louis, Padres 1, Cardinals nothing. All other action later on today. This update was brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And there is Jackson making his Major League debut, and he has just flown out to center field, and he's 0 for 3 in the big league debut. And so that is the end of the 7th inning. We're moving right along in this one. A-Bomb will be right back for the 8th inning. Don't move. So we're in the top of the 8th inning. And the Cubs are up. Or I'm sorry, the Marlins are up. And it is Rojas 0 for 2. Strike one to him. Glad everybody could be with us on this beautiful afternoon. You're probably out and about doing stuff. Beautiful day up and down the East Coast. So take us along to the beach, in the car, to your barbecue, wherever you're going, and keep it locked in and subscribe for all of the latest. And so is Biddle now on the hill for Atlanta. Newcombe pitched a good game. He had a couple of walks early, but then he started to settle down. Only gave up 2 runs. He had that one bad inning, and he went 7 complete. And so it's now Biddle in there, and he gave up a hit to the Marlins leadoff man. And so Martin Prado up to bat, runner on first with nobody out, and he takes strike one. Prado 0 for 3 today. And now it's an 0-2 count on Martin. And so with a runner on first, nobody out, here comes the 0-2 pitch from Biddle. It is a little bit inside. It's 1-2 on Martin Prado. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and fouled away. Stays alive. It's still 1-2. I see we've been picked up on Facebook. WRBN has the simul stream. So big shout to everybody watching on Facebook. Also here on YouTube Live. The support has been unbelievable. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. The response has been great. We could not do it without you. And so with that, we appreciate each and every one of you who have liked and subscribed to us. Maybe you're watching for the first time. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and it is inside. It's 3-2 on Martin Prado. So this Braves middle and late relief has been questionable so far this year, and no different this afternoon because the batter just got a base hit. There are runners on first and second, nobody out. And Miami is threatening in the 8th. And our relief woes continue. And we're going to have a pitching change right now. Let's step away as the Verizon call to the bullpen has been made in Atlanta. We will be right back. So we're back, and we've got a new pitcher in the ball game. And we'll let you know who that is in just a moment. And we're ready to go. And it's Wes Parsons throwing strike one. There are 2 on and nobody out for Miami. And at bat right now. And we'll let you know who that is as soon as it comes on the screen. And fouled away. It's Anderson up there. He now has an 0-2 count with runners on first and second. The Bone Crusher, John Wilson, he'll have the action for you later this week or next week. Is it already this week, or is this week start tomorrow? Regardless, the Rockies get underway at 8:40. Braves and Rockies, 8:40 Eastern tomorrow night. And somebody will be bringing you some live reaction. And the 0-2 pitch was fouled away. Brian Anderson with an 0-2 count up there. He's 0 for 3 today. Do you have your air conditioning on yet? I almost feel like I need to crank it up. And there's strike 3, by the way, to Anderson. So that's a big strikeout. First and second now, and 1 out for Miami. And I can tell some other neighbors here at the apartment complex, I heard some heat pumps going, so you know they're cranking up the air. I'm just trying to hold off. It's not really that hot in here. It's 75 outside, and it's probably about 75 inside. And we'll see. We'll see if I crank it up later on, but I usually like to get deep into the month of April before I have to worry about that. And so Starlin Castro up there, he's 2 for 3 today, and his at-bat starts with a strike. We're on the top of the 8th. Parsons deals, and it's a ball. It's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's low. It's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Castro. This one is lined to third. It's bounced to third, that is. And a 5-6-3 double play was just turned, and the Braves are out of the inning. Way to go. Great relief job from Parsons, coaxing the 5. Actually, a 5-4-3 twin killing. And we're out of the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Braves still with a 1-run lead. Awesome sauce. We're in the bottom of the 8th. It is Mike Joyce pinch hitting. He has a 400 average in limited play. And that 400 average is from a 2-for-5 clip at the plate. And here's the 1-0 pitch to him from Kinley. And that's a strike swinging. It's 1-1. Thanks to the Bone Crusher once again. He has got to be the best mod in this genre. If you're looking for a good mod in the play-by-play reaction game, then you want one just like the Crusher. And by the way, he's also got his own show, and he'll be doing the Braves game 8:40 Eastern tomorrow night, most likely. That one's in Colorado. It's 3:30 on the East Coast. It is 12:30 on the West Coast. It's a beautiful afternoon, and Joyce has just struck out. So that's out number 1 in the 8th inning. Hope you're having a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Hope you're like out on the beach or maybe driving around the mountains. Maybe you can't pick up your Braves or Miami affiliate, and this is where you found us. So thanks for being along for our radio on steroids. For those of you watching at home, it can be your second stream experience. And Ozzy Albies up there. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon, and he swings and misses on the first offering. He is batting .382 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. And he scored a run in the first inning after he singled. And so the 0-1 pitch is a little bit outside. It's 1-1 to Ozzy. 32,551. That is the announced attendance at SunTrust Park this afternoon. So Kinley, the hurler for Miami, gets set for the 1-2 pitch to Ozzy Albies. Here it is. This one is roped into right field for a base hit. So Ozzy on with a 1-out single. That one inside. He went with a pitch and laced it in a right field for a base hit. That brings up Josh Donaldson, 1 for 2 today. He had a walk and a double. And he's batting .172. And here's the first pitch to him. Instead, the throw goes to first. Runner back. Little insurance would not hurt, as the man said. And there's another throw to first, runner back. Donaldson still has not seen a pitch. Donaldson digs in. Will we see a pitch here? And yes, we do. And it's fouled out of play. It's 0-1 on Donaldson. Julio Teheran will face Kyle Freeland tonight in that game at 8:40 Eastern Time from Colorado. That is your pitching matchup. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Donaldson. This one taken for a ball. So here we go with the 1-1 pitch to Donaldson instead of first again. Runner back. Crowd starts to boo a little bit. They're ready for a real pitch. And so here comes the 1-1 to Donaldson. This one's outside. It's 2-1. Newcombe pitched 7 innings tonight. Only gave up 2 runs. That is huge in today's climate. That's like, you know, that's like maybe what a shutout would have been like 30 years ago. And this ball is hit to third, over to second for 1, on to first 2, and the Marlins turn a double play. That's the end of the 8th inning. So last chance for the Marlins. They are down by 1 run. It's the Braves 3. It's the Miami Marlins 2. We'll be back after these messages. People Magazine has called us one of the 500 YouTube channels you need to know about. And that just came out last week, so we're really proud to be on that list. Also, on another list, I have checked in at number 299 on the most influential YouTube channels according to the Sports Fury. So that distinction is really big too. And all of those, both of those actually with a bullet. Both of those designations came with a bullet. And so we're in the top of the 9th. Vizcaino is on in relief. This time it is a save situation. They say relief pitchers pitch better when it's a save situation. That stat somehow gets them more jacked and gets them more into the game. So let's see if that has an effect tonight on Vizcaino, and he starts the at-bat off immediately with a foul ball up there at 95, and it's 0-1 to Brinson, the number 5 hitter for Miami. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Broke his bat, popped it up to short, and that's going to be an easy out, number 1. Dansby squeezes it and records the put out. Who's still with us? Crusher, are you still there? Ninja, what's going on? Who all is out there in YouTube live land? Let us know. And Curtis Granderson is pinch hitting. And so Curtis Granderson with 1 out in the 9th, up there with nobody on. And he takes ball one. Vizcaino kicks and fires. Check swing. That one is fouled, and it's 1-1 on Curtis Granderson. And so here comes the 1-1 pitch to Granderson. This one is hit hard into center, and that's a home run. And Curtis Granderson has just tied this ball game up with a pinch hit solo blast. Second home run this year for Curtis. We're tied at 3 in the top of the 9th. And Vizcaino could not get her done. Got the first out. Had Curtis Granderson with 2 strikes. And then this happened. Fastball right down the middle. And he went with the pitch and went into center field, the 38-year-old pinch hitter. And that blast went 439 feet into the Marietta sky. Damn. Braves have the heart of their order coming up in the bottom of the 9th. So now it's imperative that we shut the door and don't let them score any more runs. Just damn. And so Chad Wallach up to bat right now. He's 0 for 2 today. And there is 1 out and an 0-1 pitch coming, and that one is strike 2 called. Curtis Granderson's 5th career pinch hit blast. And the 0-2 pitch is strike 3 called to Wallach. He's down on strikes, 2 outs. Top 9 with a tie ball game. And so that whole theory about how he's going to pitch better when it's an actual save situation, we could go ahead and throw that one in the shredder. He gave up a key run in a save situation. But hopefully he can get out of this with no further damage, as it's now 3-3 in the top of the 9th. We've got Russell Herrera. And he's 0 for 3 today, and he's up there with 2 outs and the bases empty. It's 1-1 after that foul. Okay, so here we go. It's the 1-1 pitch. It is placed in play. It's a fly out to left field. Okay, so here we go. Time to go to the bottom of the 9th and get this thing done. Miami ties it up on a Curtis Granderson pinch hit blast. So with that, A-Bomb and Coach. Freddie Freeman about to get things underway here in the bottom of the ninth. All it takes is one run. So let's walk this thing off. Let us walk this damn thing off. Adam Conley on the hill. He's already played in 4 games. He has an 0-1 record with a 2.70 ERA. And here he goes. The lefty throws a curveball, and it's swung on a miss by Freddie Freeman. Bottom of the ninth. Nobody on, nobody out. Conley deals from the stretch, even though there's nobody on base, and that's strike 2 after that foul ball from Freddie Freeman. The 0-2 outside. 96-mile-an-hour heater. One-two pitch. This one is hit. Pitcher gloves it and can't do what he needs to do with it. However, he backhanded it, slowed the ball down, but then somebody had to run and get it. Actually, Conley had to run and get it, and by the time he picked it up with his glove and scooped it over to first, Freddie Freeman was already on the bag safely. All right, great start to the ninth. Freddie Freeman, infield hit. And so here we are with the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. takes ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. 1-0 count to Acuna, 0 for 3 on the day, and he has a 129 batting average. And the pitch to him is swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Acuna. Low. Two-one pitch due to Acuna. And here it comes. Outside. Did he swing? He did not. It's 3-1. Three and one count to Acuna. Looks like he might have gotten away on that check swing, but nonetheless, it is 3-1. Here's that pitch. This time is grounded over to short, over to second for 1, and on to first 2. What? Uh-oh. It was not a double play because of catcher's interference. Everybody is safe. Wow. How about that? Yeah, that was really wacky the way that play went down. An umpire calling somebody out when they looked safe. And then when it was all settled and the dust settled, turned out it was catcher's interference. And so, runners on first and second, bottom of the ninth. Check it. Bottom of the ninth, runners on first and second. Nobody out, and Markakis is in. Fouls away the first offering. And the Crusher's back with us. He's in a parking lot. Are you over at Richard Seltzer Park, or perhaps maybe the Walmart over on Front Beach Road? And once again, let us hear from you. If you're in the Panhandle, if you're in Panama City Beach or in Mexico Beach, Or if you're in North Florida, up in whatever that town is, let us hear from you, Chipley, Cottondale. And it's an 0-2 count now on Markakis. Runners on first and second. And here's the 0-2 pitch. It's hit him. Or it got away. Which one was it? It was a wild pitch. Excuse me. It did not hit anybody. So Freddie Freeman was able to advance from second to third base. Runner on first could not advance. Oh, wow. It hit the catcher's glove, and then he lost it. Definitely a pass ball. I mean, it went right in the catcher's glove and jumped out of it. I've never seen that happen before. So Freddie Freeman advanced to third. Runner on first is still on first. So runners on the corners. We have nobody out. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Tie game. 2 strikes on Markakis. And now Don Mattingly is going to make a Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. So, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back for the exciting conclusion of this baseball game from Atlanta. Okay, we're back, and the first pitch to Markakis is fouled. Actually, not the first pitch, because he was already at the plate when the relief pitcher came in. So, my apologies. That was a 1-2 pitch, and it's still 1-2 because he fouled away, thankfully. So, let's do that 1-2 pitch again. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Bottom of the ninth, and we're tied. And that pitch is outside. It's 2-2. And Conley, he with the pencil-thin mustache, deals. And this one is fouled away. It's still 2-2. Actually, there was no pitching change. Not sure what that timeout was all about. I guess they were reviewing the play. And so the 2-2 pitch bounces up there. It's 3-2. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. And it's Markakis in there. And that was a good stop by the catcher. That was a 56-mile-an-hour pitch. Or a 56-footer, I should say. And here comes the 3-2. Low ball 4. Bases are jammed with Braves. Nobody out. Ninth inning, we're tied. And something is cooking. Braves have something cooking. And here he is. Number 7, Dansby Swanson. He already has a home run today. He's batting .296. He's up there with sacks full of bravos. Here's the pitch. Inside. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Thanks for everybody tuning in for the end of this one. Exciting finish. And here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Nowhere to put Dansby. Let's get it, Braves. Let's do this. Let's win this series. It's the rubber game. Braves won the first one. Marlins won yesterday. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, and there it is. Braves win. That base hit brings in Freeman, and it is a 4-3 final. Braves on top of the Marlins. Braves win the series. Hell of an opening homestand. We swept the Cubs, and we beat the Marlins 2 out of 3. And by my count, that is a 5-1 homestand. Way to go, Bravos. Yes. Conley takes the loss. Conley takes the loss. Let's see if we can tell you who won the game, because I'm not sure. I need to go and look at the box score, that is. So let us give you some of this. Let us give you some of this. ESPN just now has the Braves winning the ball game. And let's go over some of the hitting for you. Ozzie Albies was 2 for 4. Donaldson 1 for 3. Freeman 2 for 4. Swanson 2 for 4, including the game-winning walk-off RBI and hit. And let's see if we can give you a winning pitcher. The box score is still not updated yet. That might take just a couple minutes. You'd think they'd have it down after, what, 25 years of the internet. You'd think it would be an immediate result. And they've gotten faster over the years, but it's still not quite fast enough. So we'll give it one more refresh. See if we can give you a winning pitcher. And apparently we cannot. Although it would almost have to be Vizcaíno since he was the last one in there. Am I right about that? Anywho, listen, guys, really appreciate everybody watching. It was a fun game, fun series. Tomorrow, the Bone Crusher has a little bit of action for you as the Braves travel to Colorado to take on the Rockies. And that game starts with an 8:40 Eastern first pitch. So thanks so much for everybody who joined us. Ninja Pro Laser, Marina No Uso, MLB Games. Thanks again for being here. And of course, the Bone Crusher John Wilson, who will have that action for you tomorrow night right here on YouTube Live. So it is A-Bomb, and we'll see you next time right here on the award-winning Coast to Coast. Good night now.